Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is A Stable Life. Our horse stable is completely filled with horses this beautiful morning. 23 of them, to be exact. Looks like Suede just finished eating, itching his neck. We're about to get things started with daily care. Now for today, they are calling for a mix of cloud, sunshine, rain, basically everything. They're calling for everything today. It is extremely humid out today and you can feel it. It's weird because the temperature is only in the high 60s, but the humidity is so much that you're sweating. So because of the weird weather that we're experiencing, there's going to be no sunscreen, no fly masks. However, there will be fly spray. And of course, we need to continue doing what we're doing with the hooves because the results are actually going really well. Right now, we had 6 horses that were limping pretty badly, and we've gotten that down to 1 horse that is limping and then a couple others that have a soft limp. So we are doing well. The horses that we're mainly watching are Declan, Poe, Archer, Jack, Duke, Skywalker, and Sriracha. Sriracha is limping for a different reason altogether though. Sriracha is a thoroughbred and an AX racing horse, and it does seem that he is developing some arthritis in his front knees, which is a cause for him to be limping. So we have to watch his front knees to make sure that that arthritis isn't acting up too much, and if it is, we need to give him some medicine. That's something all of us can understand, I'm sure. So let's get gloved up and get started working with the horses. Today we will be using Durasol, Hoof Hardener, and Copper Tox. Copper Tox is for the frog, Hoof Hardener is for the main part of the hoof, and Durasol is for the bottom of the hoof, right where a horseshoe would go. This is an antifungal, antibacterial solution similar to Copper Tox, but different. This works on the frog, which is on the very bottom of the horse's hoof, the center, and this works on the outside of the hoof wall. So we're using these 3 things. On some horses, we're actually using all 3, others we're using just one or the other. Depends on what that horse particularly needs. All right, guys, welcome to Archer's stall. So now Archer is a little bit of what I would call an underrepresented horse at our stable. He really doesn't get much screen time other than him running out of the stall, running to the pastures. So I figured he'd be a good horse for us to demonstrate all 3 of these solutions on. Again, I'm sorry about the lighting. We're using Archer's hoof pick, and I'm gonna just clearing him out. Now Archer's actually doing really well. We'll have to take a note of how he leaves today, because if he leaves and he's doing well, then this will be the last daily dose that he'll get. This will turn into a weekly dose for him so that he can continue being sound. So now we've got a clean hoof. We'll give that back to Archer. Thank you, buddy. And then we take the Durasol, and right where a horseshoe would go is where we're gonna put it. Now, Durasol is a very highly concentrated formula. They recommend dripping it on, but we find that when we put it on like that, the results speak for themselves. So now, the outside of his hoof is looking great. Now we'll take the Copper Tox, and this is the frog right here, that centerpiece. And we're just gonna take that, run it right on there, just like that. So now we've got a nice purple-blue concoction going on here. And that treats the frog, the Durasol treats the hoof. And then the last thing that we need to do is take Hoof Hardener and paint it on the outside of his hoof wall. And this will strengthen up his hoof. And if we continue doing this, we'll find that Archer, as he gets older, will have a nice strong hoof wall that will protect him from future abscesses, minimizing his time being lame or unsound, which are terms used to describe a horse's ability to be ridden. If a horse is unsound or lame, they are not able to be ridden. And for a horse, being able to be ridden could very well mean your life. Some people have a horse to be ridden and only to be ridden, which makes sense. And if the horse can't be ridden, then the horse's future is unsure. Similar to a car, if a car can't be driven, there's only a select group of people out there that will keep a car that can't be driven. Everybody else will get rid of it and replace it with a new one. I know it sounds cruel, but these animals do cost money. They're not cheap, and not everyone can afford to have a horse they can't ride. But that's not Archer here. Just because he's got a slight limp doesn't mean that he's gonna have any problems. We're getting him back to being 100% sound and ridden for his owner. Right, Archer? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's what we're doing with 6 of our horses. The rest are pretty much just getting a fly spray, and then we'll turn them right back out into the pastures. I noticed our round bale feeders are empty though, so you guys know what that means.
I guess I was filming that whole time.
Bales that got holes in them here? I definitely know this one. But any others? Take a look at the difference between the side that got holes in it and the side that didn't. Baled completely dry. Right over here, all good hay. Outer crust is bad, so we can still feed this. This is not going to be a problem at all. What you're looking for when it comes to a problem is in your core. If your core going all the way out is bad for horses, that's when we have an issue. Now contrast that with this bale, which doesn't have any holes other than what I just put in it, but I had to get this bale out of the way to get to this one. Take a look at how this one looks. Considering this thing has been out since June, so it's been in the rain, in the elements for 3 months. We've gotten well over 40 inches of rain. Look at that. Like it was just baled yesterday. Remember, Pete, don't waste the hay. All right, you got this. We'll take these down to the feeders. You'll cut them open, pull the net wrap off. We'll drop them in.
Sounds good.
Alrighty guys, morning feeding is all wrapped up. So we have all the horses turned out. Petey actually ended up helping me with horses, which was nice. As you guys saw, he was our cameraman while we were putting out hay, and then he helped me turn out. So I think he is going to continue to hang with us as we go into the afternoon projects. Now you guys know that this has been a pretty crazy week. We're trying to get hay done, and we're also trying to get wheat planted. It rained a little bit this morning when we got started, and then in between the horses entering the barn and us taking hay out, it absolutely poured. So much so that everything is now saturated, which means you can kiss our opportunities for planting wheat today goodbye. Believe it or not, actually all of the cow hay that we baled is still out in the fields. We rushed to get the horse hay wrapped, and I think you could kind of tell that we were rushing to get the horse hay wrapped before we completely ran out of time. So today I'm gonna take my tractor, hook up to the round bale wagon, and go out and collect all of those cow bales that are just scattered around the farm and bring them home. They're not upset, they're okay with them getting wet, and they're okay with the cows eating wet bales. It's not that big of a deal. And it's not like they're selling them, so they don't even need to look that nice. They are feed for the cattle, and that's important. So we're gonna get all that together, and that is gonna be our afternoon job. So first order of business, we actually are taking this straw wagon. See Pete there working hard, getting the straw kicked off the wagon. This is all the loose straw that we didn't need or use, putting it back into the field for next year. So we're gonna take this wagon over to one of the farms and drop it off, and then we're gonna hook up to the round bale wagon and start getting round bale. All matter of getting things prepared, because this was in front of the combine, so part of the next job for getting the combine out and ready. Exciting times.
You're good. Roll forward.
Roll forward?
Yeah.
Good. And now. All right, so that's it for this farm. We've got 3 round bales on the wagon. We can hold another 5. Ready to get moving, Pete?
I'm ready.
So we got these back at the farm. Daniel's gonna put them right in the greenhouse, and then we got a lot more hay to get. Did you guys see that? Bee tried getting me. We'll have to, what are you doing? No, no, no. Don't hurt yourself, Pete. By the way, I hear a lot of people are wondering how you are like in the mix of everything. So do you mind answering that question?
I'm Joel's son.
Yeah, I've been seeing some comments saying such a thing. I don't have a son. I don't have any children, by the way. Just an FYI.
Plus, we're too close in age.
We are too close in age. I'm 26. How old are you?
I'll be 21.
There you go. He'll be 21. Oh, look at this skilled operator right here. All right, so how are you in the mix of everything?
I'm the neighbor. Not related.
It's as uneventful as that. He literally is just the neighbor. He's right next to the horse stable there. So he's just going down the road all the time. One day he came over and said, "Hey, can I ride with you as you spread manure?" I said, "Sure." And just like a stray dog, he hasn't left since. But we love having Petey here. He's a good help.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. You see all those round bales? That's everything that we're collecting. We're gonna be starting off with grass. There's 4 bales, but 4 round bales back here that are grass hay that we're taking back to the farm. And then there's what, 5 clover, 6 clover? 5 or 6 clover that's here. Pete's driving the tractor right now.
Auto steer.
Yeah, auto steer. It's so I can talk to you guys. And then we're collecting all the straw bales, and Brian wants them put along the woods. I mean, look at all those round bales. My word. That's a lot. The wagon and tractor are fully loaded with the straw bales. That's why these look so gold and brown, is because they're straw, not hay. They baled this up, and this is gonna be used as bedding for the cows. What's with the bees? Anyway, Pete, you good with chilling up there, making sure this doesn't slide off up the hill?
I'm fine with that. Hey!
done, Pete. Okay guys, we got another 4 round bales loaded up on the wagon. Now these are for cows and this is hay. And then all we have left is clover, and then that's it for today.
Just wanted to show you the view from up here too. Isn't that spectacular?
You can see the farm, the horse stable, there's the greenhouses, cow pastures on the left, horse pastures on the right. And Petey lives in that woods. Looks like he's enjoying the views too. We're here with our next 4 bales. Looks like they're grinding feed right now. We're just gonna get these unloaded and then we're gonna load up with clover, and that's staying on the wagon. In fact, we're gonna park that in another barn somewhere else and then they will unload that as needed. So things are going along nice and smoothly. It's spritzing a little bit, but nothing major.
Well, a chance shower came through, so we got a little wet.
But it was only a drizzle. Probably should block those tires. Oh, it just pulls the pin right out like nothing. Is it just gonna chill?
Anyway, we got 8 clover bales fully loaded on the wagon, as you could see, and then 1 on the tractor on the front.
I'm gonna take the one on the tractor home. We'll put it with the rest of the hay where we've been storing it. So that means that this is an end for our day taking care of hay. Now we'll head on up, get a drink of water, and then we're gonna pivot on over to working with the horses and feeding for the afternoon.
Pete and I fed horses for the afternoon. By the way, Pete, what do you think about feeding horses?
I like it. It's fun.
Oh, that's good to hear. Pete did pretty good. All of them are now turned out though. They are all set and done for the night. So that means we've reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't,
Don't forget to hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed.
and as always, we'll see you in the next one.